Well, hey there! Thanks for stopping by. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Robbie Greer from Rusticated-Art, and this is Fun Time Family Arts. Now today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Not different in the art form, but just that we're going to be using a circle to draw in instead of an ordinary A4 size page. Well, it's on an A size 4 page, but it's just within a circle. And this is Fun Time Family Art, where you can follow along, sitting in front of the TV, and best of all, you can do it as a family. You know, it always amazes me how people are constantly telling me how as children they love to draw, but then life got in the way. Now I don't know if that's true in your case, but I really love to share these videos with you. And all you're going to need is a piece of paper, just a bit of photocopy, printer paper. You know, if you don't have a sketch pad, an HB pencil, an eraser, and virtually that's all you need to get started. And I'll take you through anyway, step by step, just using basic shapes. Now I know watching grass grow can be pretty boring, but believe me, drawing it is a whole different ball game. And be sure to watch to the end as well, because not only will I be giving you all the hints and tips that I know, that I've learned along the way, but also I'm going to give a shout out to a couple of special friends. Alright, so you ready to get started? Come on then. Okay, now the equipment we're going to be needing today is an HB pencil. I'm using my mechanical pencil, but an HB, an eraser, and if you haven't got a Tombow eraser like my one, look, what you do here, just cut it to a point, shave it to a point. Just make sure there's an adult to do it. It could get a bit dangerous. I have a brush for brushing away all the crumb. Got my blue tack. I'm not sure we're going to be using that, but I've got it just in case. And what else we got? Oh, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you now with my blending stuff. I do like them to have quite a bit of graphite on there, but today we don't really want a lot of graphite on the edge there. So what I'm going to do, this is how I get rid of it. See, they get a bit furry. What I do to get that off, you just get your little bit of sandpaper and just go just lightly, just taking that graphite off, just on the end there. These are just paper, they're made out of paper. See, now we've got a nice little point again. Yep, that'll do us. Good as gold, just like a new one. Okay, now, if you don't have a compass, the easy way to do a circle is just with a bit of paper, or a bit of card. I've got a little bit of card here. Now we know the measurement is about 9.5, there, and there, roughly. So what we do, we push the pin in here. You can use a bit of string as well, and then just find the centre. Now we don't want to do it too hard, just enough to hold it there. We don't want to poke it through the paper. And we put a pencil in here and just slowly go around here. That gives us the arc. There you go. That's just the easy way to draw a circle. Now we're going to need to draw a line, just a light line. I'd say, I think that's about 5 centimetres from the bottom, roughly. Yeah, let's do a nice little light line like that. You probably won't be able to see this, but it's there anyway. Then we'll come down about 15mm, do another line, and another 15mm. These are just roughly. Now, grass is in layers. So the way we're going to do this, we'll start at the top, and we're going to just go like this. Hold the pencil on its side, keep the pencil on the paper. Don't take it off the paper. And you can go on different angles. Oops, went a bit high there, I was busy watching the camera. Okay, just take your time. The first one's the longest. See how we're going in different angles? But we're leaving the pencil on the paper. We're not going flick, flick, flick. That comes later. This is just putting down, well, I guess it's like the line drawing, it's the under drawing. It's where we start. Keep it on there. We're going to do the next one. Just bring it up to just below that line. And I want to keep this drawing because I'm going to use this to put another drawing in it as well. So we'll have a nice little scene. Pencil on the paper. The paper I'm using, I forgot to mention actually, you just use a piece of A4 printer paper or a sketch pad. Just keep going on different angles, and then a little bit down the bottom. Okay, now the next thing we do, we get our blending stump. We've cleaned up nicely, and we're just going to go, now don't go too hard. We're just going to go over that. Just enough just to sort of blend it in, smooth it all in. Then we get our Tombow eraser, or if you've got one of these, so you just get the point there and just take a bit out. And that's just a random thing. And I'll use my Tombow, and you can get a little bit finer, I suppose. Yeah, we're just going to blend out a bit, just gently. Then we come in with our pencil. Now we start doing some little flicking moves. Now I just want to get my HB pencil. The mechanical pencils, the lead, I know because it's so much smaller than a pencil, you know, on a wood pencil, it tends to be a lot darker. So now we're just going like this. See how now we're doing the flicking move. Start at the bottom and flick up. Okay. Just taking your time, moving across different angles. And once again, what we're doing is we're building layers. And I say building because that's what we are doing. We go in here and just gently, very gently blend. We don't want to take away all the lines that we've already put down. We're just softening it all up. Go back in with our eraser, take a bit more out. It's really just a repetitive process, but it's a random one. You see how we're getting the shape? It's starting to look like grass. Now, the next thing, this time we're going to be a little bit more selective. So, see, we're not doing too many. We're just doing virtually where the white bits are that we've taken out. We're not going to go over them exactly, but we're going to sort of follow where they are. And of course, it's going to be a little bit darker on the bottom. Just carry on what we're doing now, just like this. Don't stress about it, eh? There's no right or wrong. You're going to blend it again. This is a real classic case of laying down graphite, taking it out, blending it, putting some more in. You know, we're trying to do our drawings, getting our drawings, well, as realistic as we can. Now, I'm going to just go in here, just going to put a few darks on the bottom. See? You see that alright? And that sort of pushes it all back a bit. A little bit darker there. I'm going to use my 2B, but if you haven't got a 2B, just use your HB. Just press a little bit harder, not too hard. And we're going in the same thing. We're going that way, we're going that way. Some lights in here as well. And it's going to be the same process for the whole thing. It can get a bit tedious, I guess. But when you look at the finished result, you're going to go, oh wow, everything takes time. Good things take time. Don't be in a hurry. You're getting a bit hard, just get up and go for a walk. Go out to the kitchen. A little blend in there, just gently. If you want to know what the word ho-ha means, Google it. It's Māori language. Right, now we're coming back in again. Well, it's not a bad word. Then now we just take a little bit more out. Brush away the crumb. Alright, I'm going to leave that for now, and we'll move on to the next one. So this is just a random thing. You know how grass goes all over the place? Trying to find the sun. Might just carry on and do the whole lot at once. You can do that, save a bit of time. And they go up too, you know, like you get bits that are a bit longer. Brush it away. Go in here just gently. Don't push too hard. Working away. Slowly building up the layers. Alright. Just wanted to take a little bit more out there. Yours might be a little bit different. Now we're coming back in here now. Putting in the individual blades of grass. There we go. Start at the bottom and flick up. See? Try and keep them all on round about the same. And don't forget, if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. It's just graphite. All we do is rub it out. Blend that just gently. See the graphite now, when we're blending it, it just spreads it around a bit. We're manipulating it, and what's happening is it's creating like the undergrowth. That's our underdrawing, but when you look at grass now in the paddock and things like that, you'll see, you know, there's grass and there's layers of grass, and that's what creates the depth. So that's what we're doing here, by just taking bits out, putting bits in. You can go up a little bit higher. Brush away the crumbs. Now I'm going to go in there with my HB. Just look for those little white bits again. But we don't follow them exactly. We're just using them like a guideline. Another little blend, just very softly this time. Now I'll put some darks in there, so just down the bottom. Well, I think you're getting the hang of it now. We can come down a bit here, like see for example here. They're not all in a straight line. It's just how we, you know, there has to be a way to draw it. So we draw it in a straight line, but in reality, it's not. So now we can come down a bit. Same here. Bring them down a bit. And they can go up a bit too. Linking it, you know, going into the grass at the top. Got a bit of a clean on me. Yeah, that's better. There's little flicks, little thin flicks. Alright, now, there's not much point in me filming the rest of it, so I'm going to do the rest off camera. You just carry on what you're doing, and I'll be back like that to show you how to finish it all off. So, we're up to this stage here now, and remember, just pause whenever you want. Just see how the graphite, even from my glove, is just, that's a lot of graphite, and that's what happens, it goes everywhere. Quite often you're not aware of it. So just tidy that up a bit. Every time you do that, you're brushing it away. Now, we're just going to go in there and we're just going to go over and just put in some darker bits and some lighter bits. So we're just defining it more. And this is not the whole thing, just in places, look. Oh yeah, but there. And the grass is obviously not growing like this in straight rows. We've done it like that because we've got to put it down on the paper. So just come in like this. Flick them up. Then we start over, come over here. Well, if you're right hand, you'll probably be going this way. But us kick-handers, we go the opposite way. So I've come down now, instead of following that line, I've come down. Remember, this is just a generic grass. A bit like watching paint dry. A bit like watching grass grow. Well, this is the fastest way to make grass grow, is draw it. Little clumps, you know, that's how they grow, don't they? You know. Oh, this is a paddock. This is paddock grass, this is. All sorts. Not like the sort of grass you'd have around your house that you mow. Right, now we're just going to take a little bit more out, just randomly. See, we're going to try and just sort of, like here for example. These are just like, just random blades of grass that are gone a bit higher than the others. You got to practice. Don't expect to get it right first time. It doesn't matter what it looks like. And by that I mean don't stress saying, oh, why don't it look like grass and that, because everything takes practice. It all takes time. But I'm sure it's looking pretty good. You know, and if you've got any questions, I want to leave them in the comments, because I really want to know. I want to help you as much as I can. So I've had a couple of my subscribers send in their artwork. What they do, they go onto my Facebook page, which is in the link below. Go to my messenger. Now I know there must be an easier way to do it, but that's the only way I know at the moment. And then just go and send me a picture. Send me your drawing. I really would love to see it. And if you'd like me to put it on YouTube, just let me know. Alright, no problem. If you have got a YouTube channel and you're drawing along, I can give you a shout out. No problem doing that either. I'm here to help as many people as I can. Now I'm just putting in the finishing touches. See how I've just sort of come down in places. So they're not too, we don't want the lines too straight. Grass sort of goes with the landscape, doesn't it? A little, quick little blend. Gonna come in there and just take a little bit out. See, you got all this graphite around here. Well, we can use that. Look, see? And these little white bits, you don't see white grass, but it could be the sun reflecting on it. If it's really dry, they're very pale. They're not green. Brush away the crumb. Really, I think that's about it for now. Put a few darks in there. When you put the darks in like this, it just sort of creates depth. You know, it makes it more three-dimensional. I mean, we're just drawing on a flat surface. We want it to look three-dimensional. And that's how we do it. Just put in little bits like this. Soften that up a bit and just put a bit of the graphite over there so it's not too white. We don't want to see white. There you go. And like I said, I'd love to see your artwork. Just clean that up. Yours will probably be on that side, depending whether you're left-handed or right-handed. Alright, we'll leave it there. Well, you made it through to the end. And once again, that wasn't hard, was it? Now, I felt it's important to show you how to draw grass, because if you're going to be drawing landscape scenes and you know, and that type of thing, well, it's important to know how to draw grass. It took me a long time to sort of work out how to do that, you know, to make it look realistic. Now basically, all we've done is use one stroke, one basic simple stroke, really, to create this drawing. How easy is that? Now if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, you're more than welcome to join. It's free, and I'd love to have you in my little community. Your support helps me tremendously. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by. You're the best. Now I really would like to see your drawings. I've had 2 or 3 people now sending drawings. At the moment, the only way I know how to do it is through my Facebook page, which is, there's a link below to get onto that, and then you just go to the messenger and send them to me. Leave a message too, like, would you like me to put them on Facebook? No problem doing that. I don't want to critique them or anything like that. I just want to see them. And if you ask me a question about it, you know, in some way that I can help you, sure. No problem with that either. I'll answer every question. Now this one up here is one that Anna did. And she done that as a card for her uncle. She combined the two. She got a bit of barbed wire, and from one of my previous tutorials, a bit of barbed wire and a chain. Made it into a lovely little get well card. Get well, uncle. Anyway, she's going to send that off in the next couple of days. So I'd love to see your creativity. Now, like I said earlier, I want to give a shout out to 2 special friends. Now, one of them is Maui Karen Ann. Now, she does beautiful acrylic pours, and the more I see these acrylic pours, the more I want to have a go at it. I'm just a bit worried I'll get a bit distracted. But check her channel out, Maui Karen Ann. She really does have some beautiful artwork. It's worth having a look at, believe me. And the other channel I'd like you to have a look at is a young friend from Scotland, and it's called Walking with Tamsin. And it's really quite neat. Her and her dad go out, I think it's her brother as well, not too sure, but anyway, and they go out walking all around the different parts of the countryside. They go through little towns and just little things they find on the way. It really is quite, it's enjoyable. I really enjoy it. And she's been following along on my Fun Times Family Art, so check her channel out as well, her and her dad. And I think you'll find that it's a lot of fun. So I've left the link below for both of them. And if this is the first time you've been on my channel or on this playlist, I'll leave a link up here where you can view the first channel in this playlist. Yeah, if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. It's free to subscribe and share it with your friends. Because if you like it, your friends are going to like it too. And they'll love you for it. And remember, a family that draws together stays together. Okay. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.